Hey, well, how we doing, YouTube? It's good to see you guys again. Thanks for coming back and checking out this video. This is part 2 of Fort Worth to Cancun. If you haven't already seen part 1, the description below has a link to it. Go check that video out. That's basically the first half of this flight. This is the second half of the flight. And we're picking up this video pretty much from top of descent into Cancun. We're grabbing the weather, working our performance numbers for landing, and deviating for some weather. We end up following in behind on a 767, and we didn't know that until we get on the final approach course, and they further reduce our speed to increase the separation. We end up getting into a little bit of the wake turbulence, and it really caught myself and Lori both off guard because we thought we assumed, and this is the problem, we assumed that the 7.6 was actually on the glide slope. As we were starting to intercept the glide slope ourselves, that's where we got into the wake turbulence. So we just got into it, felt it, leveled off, and actually climbed up to get well above it. And we just flew our glide slope about 1.5 dot high to the runway. So thanks for all the support. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget that thumbs up and that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. And comment below. Let me know what you think of these videos. And hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you on the flip side. Thanks.
Descent checklist, crossfeed knobs off, landing speeds, I've set those 11, 11, 27. Flaps full for runway 12 left. You got 9,186 to land on, you need 3,980, that is for wet numbers. Landing speeds are set, our LFB is Cancun at 50 feet and approach briefing. Now that we know it is 12 left as you briefed earlier, so that still works.
As previously briefed after we land.
Delta 535, call Cancun, 123.2, have a nice day.
126.2, Delta 535, good day.
123.2, 23.2.
Looks like there is going to be some weather.
123.2, good day.
Looks like
Bye, thank you.
west of the airport, so last observation did have it over the field, so that's good that it's probably moved off of it now.
Mérida, contacto.
Trans level, altimeters.
Contacto, buenas tardes.
2018.
317 nouns, cross check, signs out, belts on, windshield heating, and ice, we could lose the windshields. Taxi like
United
taxi, trans level is
1659er,
complete.
descending cross meter,
You can ask for some
4,000 feet.
deviations, looks like
Descend
left.
across VTAR,
Yeah, I definitely think we should go last.
United 1659.
Yes. Maintain
We're 300
280
knots or greater still.
Okay, we'll maintain 280 knots indicated, United 1659.
And 340 up the Sierra, I'd like to request deviations east of our course. There's weather 30 miles ahead building.
Roger, sir, deviation approved. Maintain now 250 knots, please. 250 knots indicated. Call approach 123.2 and advise them about your deviation. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Alright, thank you. 250 knots and 23.2 deviate left of course, 340 Alpha Sierra.
Yes, sir.
And media summit.
Alright, slowing to 250, left deviation.
Cancun approach 340 Alpha Sierra, 15,000 descending for VTAR at 4,000. We're deviating to the east for weather, and we have information Victor and slowing to 250 knots.
Roger, 340 Alpha Sierra, radar contact, expect ILS 1 to left, altimeter 3018, reduce speed 250 knots, and deviation to the east is approved.
Alright, thank you. East deviations 250 knots and ILS to 12 left, 340 Alpha Sierra.
JetBlue 751, descend to 5,000 feet.
5,000, 751.
Moonflower 422, Turn right, heading 300 for vectors localizer 12 left.
Right heading 300 for vectors for ILS 12 left, Moonflower 422.
Delta 535, contact approach 124.7, good day.
24-7, Delta 535, good day.
Moonflower 422, reduce speed 230 knots.
Reducing 230 knots, Moonflower 422.
Moonflower 422, descend to 6,000 feet.
Descend to 6,000 feet, Moonflower 422.
JetBlue 751, contact approach 124.7, good day.
124.7, good day, JetBlue 75.
3 miles due to rain. Sky condition broken, 1,000 feet, overcast 8,000 feet, high overcast, temperature 23 degrees, 421 degrees, altimeter setting 30.18. I-4 traffic arrival, expect ILS DME approach, runway 12 left, traffic report, expect runway 12 right. Remarks, our nav procedures are cancelled, no tower visibility on Terminal 4. Warning, Charlie 2 taxiway is closed. Información Víctor, Alex Mar Cancún de las 19:10 horas.
Moonflower 422, contact approach 124.7, good day.
1247, Moonflower 422, thank you, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have to hit it at some point, so I'm just going to level that back to normal.
Yeah, I don't think we're... the base is on, they're calling 1,000 broken at the airport, so it's... You can see that the clouds are right along the shoreline, so... And I think that was associated with the weather, because it was moderate rain, which they haven't updated it since, so... Approach checks at 10, airspeed, we're 250 knots, signs out, belts up.
Approach 595, cleared down to 4,000 over V tower, deviating for weather.
Approach checks.
Roger, Sunwind 595, radar contact, expect ILS DME 112 left, altimeter 3018, deviation is approved. Reduce speed 250.
And check 12 left for Sunwing 595.
595, reduce speed 250 knot.
Yeah, slowing down to 250, Sunwing 595.
My ears are popping a lot more than used to.
What is?
My ears, I think just some residual crap from having bronchitis. All that crap I had.
She's awake.
Alpha Sierra, altimeter 3016.
3016, thank you.
Sunwind 595, 3016 altimeter.
3016, Sunwing 595.
Pad went from 17% to 91%.
Wait, the positive direction.
Approach, good afternoon, United 1659, descending out of 210 for 4,000 to VTOC.
United 1659, radar contact, expect ILS 12 left, altimeter 3016, reduce speed 250 knots.
Okay, we're at 250 knots and 3016, and we'll expect 12 left, United 1659.
Correct.
You can see the little rain shafts coming out of the back bottom of this one. Not much to it.
Should have maybe warned them it might get bumpy.
Alright, coming up on 5,000, descending to 4,000.
Also descending.
United 1659 would like 5 degrees left, and then back direct to Star in about 7 miles to get around them. Still done.
Okay, 1659 is approved. When able, the repeater.
Okay, clear deviate left when able direct to Star, United 165.
340 Alpha Sierra, contact approach 124.7.
24.7, 340 Alpha Sierra, good day.
Okay.
51, turn left heading 160 to intercept the local lines at descent to 2000. Clear for the approach, ILS runway 12 left.
Okay, left to 160 and down to 2,000 and cleared for the ILS to 12 left.
Correct.
Approach jet speed on 340 Alpha Sierra, leveling at 4,000 with information Victor.
Delta 535, reduce speed to 160 knots.
160 knots, Delta 535.
Approach Moonflower 422, clear of weather, ready for lower.
Roger, Moonflower 422, descend to 3000.
Descend to 3,000 feet, Moonflower 422.
340 Alpha Sierra, radar contact, maintain 4000, proceed direct beta.
Maintain 4,000, direct to VTAR, 340 Alpha Sierra. Proceed direct VTAR, that's verified.
R 4000.
I was briefly painting the shoreline with all the condos and stuff, but it looked like some... Yeah, that's got to be the shoreline or the hotels.
So.
That's not weather. A little deceptive at first. I said, oh crap. Between here and VTAR looks pretty good.
Delta 535, radio service terminated, contact the tower on 118.1.
18-1, good day. Tower, good evening, good afternoon, Delta 535, 12 left.
The tower 18.1, please.
Sorry.
Moonflower 422, turn left heading 200 to the local line, descend to, reduce speed to 180 knots.
Left heading 200 to the localizer, reducing to 180 knots, Moonflower 422.
Moonflower 422, continue to your left, heading 150 to intercept the localizer, descend to 2000. Clear for the approach, ILS runway 12 left.
Descend 2,000 feet, turn left heading 150, Moonflower 422. Control Moonflower 422, confirm clear to intercept localizer, runway 12 left.
Heading 150 to intercept and clear for the approach.
Clear for the approach, runway 12 left, Moonflower 422.
Pasando fijo final 2861.
2861, contacto torre 181, muy buen día.
18-1, buen día. Notice we got beep
Jet
patterns.
751,
It's
reduce to
armed
160
still, but
knots.
we're not cleared any lower than 4. Just don't want it to have a... We're doing something we're not ready for it to do.
Cancun approach, hello, Sunwing 595 with you, in the descent through 11,300 for 5,000, deviating for weather.
Sunwing 595, radar contact, descend to 5,000.
5,000, Sunwing 595.
JetBlue 751, radio service terminated. Contact the tower on 118.1.
821, good day, Jim, 751.
340 Alpha Sierra, reduce speed to 200 knots.
Speed 200 knots, 340 Alpha Sierra. 200 knots.
200 slowing.
I think between us and the airport it looks pretty clear from here on in. With the gain up, there's not much showing up.
I would agree.
You want the approach chart?
Sure, that'll work.
It's step downs after each DME, so cross VTAR at 4, then 2000 established at the 15 DME.
Alright, well, level at 4 will just set 2. We haven't been cleared anything, but it is set.
Alright, good reminder.
For 22 degrees, 2.22 degrees. Altimeter setting 30.16. IF4 traffic arrivals, expect ILS EME approach, runway 12 left. Traffic depart, expect runway 12 right. Remarks. Our nav procedures are cancelled. No tower visibility on Terminal 4. Warning, Charlie 2 taxiway is closed. Información Whiskey Retomar Cancún de las 20 horas tiempo universal, viento 160 grados 10 nudos, visibilidad 5 millas, cielo nublado 1500 pies, nublado 7000, cerrado alto. Altímetro 30.16. Tráfico CFR de llegada, esperan aproximación ILS DME, pista 1 hacia izquierda. La pista de salida 1.
Wind 595, turn left, proceed to Vita and clear for the descent to 4000 feet. Clear for LSME1, runway 12 left.
We're going to be just standing at 4,000 feet, clear for the ILS DME 1 for 12 left, 75
That's good. Moonflower 422 radar service terminated, contact tower 118.1.
Tower 118.1, Moonflower 422, thank you, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Number 340 Alpha Sierra, reduce speed to 160 knots.
160 knots, 340 Alpha Sierra, and we're intercepted localized inbound.
Good, you're clear for the approach.
Cleared for the ILS 12 left approach, 340 Alpha Sierra.
Okay.
For the approach going down to 2.
Okay, we are established inside of the 305. We're down to
Showing
595. Got green needles
right,
up, so we're still good under glide slope.
Localize the runway 12
course,
We're heading
126.
090 for the localizer 12 left for 7595.
And we have 110.7 November Charlie Pop, that's identified above.
United 1659, radar contact clear for the LSME1, runway 12 left.
Clear for the ILS runway 12 left, United 1659.
Wind 595, descend to 2000, intercept the localizer and clear for the LSME1, runway 12 left.
2000, intercept the localizer, clear for the ILS DME 12 left for 75.
1,000.
3 descend at 2000.
Number 340 Alpha Sierra, maintain 160 knots. You are following a heavy 767, 6.5 miles ahead of you.
160 knots, 340 Alpha Sierra, we're reducing. 7-6, so we want to be, probably not go right to 2 then, because he's been at 2. Stay a little bit above that. It should be fine, because he was at 2. I was watching him on TCAS for the time being. Got the approach lights lit up way out there.
I see him.
Thought it was 218. Number 340 Alpha Sierra, radar service terminated, contact tower 118.1.
118.1, 340 Alpha Sierra.
That's good.
Cancun Tower 340 Alpha Sierra on the ILS 12 left.
340 Alpha Sierra number 3, continue the approach.
Continue 340 Alpha Sierra.
Jump set 51 Alpha 3, 121.7 ground control.
Pushing the ground, JetBlue 75, we're good.
Move down 422, clear to land 12 left, 100 degrees 5.
Clear to land, runway 12 left, Moonflower 422.
Got a 21 knots of headwind right on the nose. Now we need to go up a little bit, we're getting into that wake. He was right at 14 for this.
About 200 above them.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to go a lot lower than that.
I was gonna say, get up.
There's two, so we
I'm
can
taking
stay
the
at two.
autopilot off.
Okay.
Autopilot.
It's just blowing it right at us, so.
Usually it's 200 as a starting
So it's-
point, but that's not good.
His wake is there, so we'll capture intercept up here and just stay a dot above it. Alright, we sped up too. We don't want to speed up too much.
Tower 7595, ILS 12 left.
Gear.
You're down.
So 595 number 2, the wind 160 degrees 8 knots. Call you when the runway is
There's your
clear.
dot up. That
Good
looks
check mark.
Alright, I like it. Follow that guy.
I'm going to set this to. I'll come back and set it for 2 for the initial missed approach altitude.
Alright, flaps to 1,
Alright, below 180, there's 1.
flaps 2 and 3.
Alright, below 170, we got 3 green, there's 2, there's 3. Give you a VS instead of a.
I'm not paying any attention to. Alright, flaps to full.
Alright, below 160, there's full set. He's rolled out, it looks like.
Move down 422, Alpha 3, Delta,
Yeah,
ground
that's
control of 121.7.
121.7, ground Moonflower 422. Thank you very much.
Alpha Sierra, clear to land 12 left, the wind 180 degrees 7 knots.
Clear to land runway 12 left, 340 Alpha Sierra.
Clear to land.
Alright, still dot high, that's looking good before landing checklist. Landing gear,
Green,
flaps,
full.
autopilot, yaw damper.
Standing by, y'all.
Alright, go around. It's going to be initially as 2 is set. There's 2,000 set for the mist.
Verified.
And landing light is on. The clearance just waiting on a yaw damper. Alright, runway is clear. Winds were out of the east, out of the south, I believe he said.
Yeah.
121.7.
Move down 420. So 595.
Alright, y'all's away.
Alright, before land checklist is complete, want to put your heading on the initial mist 043. It's the radio we're going to capture outbound.
Good afternoon, Southwest 218, ILS 12 left.
And not the dot high, as we discussed.
South 218, number
500.
3, continue the approach, call you when the runway is clear. The wind 180 degrees 6 knots.
Southwest 218.
There you go, 180 at 6, so that's fine.
Have to go to the end anyway, so.
Yeah, I'd touch down at least the 2,000 footers.
That's exactly my thought process.
Minimum.
That speed looks good, you're stable, we know we're high.
1-2 left is verified on the pavement.
Tower United 165.
Got ground spoilers are up.
ILS 12 left.
91659, so number 3, continue, calling when the runway is cleared, wind calm.
Okay, we'll continue, United 1659.
Alright, high speed Alpha 3.
So 595, clear line 12 left, the wind 190 degrees, 6 knots.
Clear line 12 left, 595.
340, hold Sierra 121.7, ground control.
21-7, 40 Alpha Sierra. Ground control, 340 Alpha Sierra is off the left side for general aviation.
340 Alpha Sierra, continue Delta Charlie Bravo 3, ramp service 1305.
340 Alpha Sierra, continue via Delta Charlie Bravo 3 and 30.5 entering the ramp. Thank you. Delta Charlie Bravo 3, 340 Alpha Sierra.
Alright, up to Delta.
Alright. There's nothing this way.
Grabbing the afters.
Alright, after landing, external lights set, flap set 0, trim set, transponder altitude. After land checklist complete. You're right to join Delta.
Ground Delta 535.
535, go ahead.
Yeah, our operations just told us our new gate is 3737. It's right behind us.
Okay, then right turn Bravo 5, Charlie, and back on Bravo 4 and Bravo. Left on Bravo 5 and Charlie.
Left turn on Bravo 5, and then back Charlie, back onto the ramp into 37. Thanks.
Delta 516 to push back from 40 with me.
Ground, Sunwing 595 is cleared off in Alpha 3.
595, continue Delta Hotel Bravo.
Hotel, Delta Hotel Bravo.
Delta 516, clear to set and push runway 1 to right.
Clear to push and start, Delta 516.
Delta 516, do you have your ATC clearance on board? Confirm your transponder code.
We do have our ATC clearance, 6174.
Thank you. Give me a call rate to taxi runway 1 to right, Delta 516.
Delta 516.
United 1655, taxi.
Station, I called you back to give you new gate. Are calling for new gate for you. Moonflower 422, hold position.
Hold position, Moonflower 422. United 1655, taxi.
United 1655, runway 1 to right, altimeter 3016, taxi to, taxi down Bravo, straight ahead Bravo and Charlie, in front of gate, in front of traffic on Charlie taxi. Continue all the way down to Bravo, Charlie.
Alright, Bravo, Charlie, and 12 right, United 1655.
Ramp control is 340 Alpha Sierra.
November 340 Alpha Sierra. Continue taxi Charlie, Bravo 3, Delta 2, Delta 4, spot number 20.
Could you say again after Bravo 3 for 340 Alpha Sierra?
Yes, sir. Bravo 3, Delta 2, Delta 4, and spot number 20.
Alright, entering ramp at Bravo 3, we'll take Delta 2, Delta 4 for spot 20, 340 Alpha Sierra, spot 20.
Correct.
Alright, clear left here, Bravo 3 in. We're going to take Delta 2, Delta 4 for spot 20.
Alright, Delta 2 is straight ahead.
Delta 2, looking for Delta 4.
I'm looking for Delta 4.
going to be at the end and the left. It's my hunch, but pretty sure it's where all those guys are congregating. But
340 Alpha Zero, I just to confirm, you're coming from Fox Tango Whiskey with 7 passengers and will depart to Jacksonville. Is that correct?
yes, sir, that is all correct. 340 Alpha Sierra.
Sir, welcome.
Here's Delta number 2. The left turn here. And after that, it's going to be Delta 4. Looks like it's your second left. Because this is Delta 5. Next left will be Delta 4.
Delta 5. Delta 4. On number 20.
That's it.
I was watching him instead of him.
Alright. Shut down, checklist, thrust levers, idle, parking brakes set, air conditioning's off, external lights is an only nav, the dimmer lights are off, clouds out, it's off, ice is off, start, stop, shutdown's complete.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. When I started making these videos, I kind of wanted to share a lot of the experiences I had along the road, and you know, things that happen along the way that are learning experiences for myself. So I think this video, it's a good example of where you're, you know, just shooting a normal approach, and all of a sudden you find yourself in the wake turbulence of a Boeing 767. And our company teaches a thing, it's called threat and error management. So this is a good example of that, where we find ourselves confronted with a threat, which was wake turbulence, and we manage that threat. Lori and I, you know, Lori's flying, she reacts appropriately, where we take control of the aircraft and fly us away from the wake turbulence and modify our approach even more. When we found out we were flying in an ILS behind a 7.6, we modified our approach already by having ourselves a half a dot high, which is what most every pilot is always trained to do. In this case, it just wasn't enough. For whatever reason, we were still getting into the wake turbulence at a half dot above the glide slope. So what we ended up doing was climbing initially, and then establishing ourselves on a descent on about a dot to a dot and a half high on the glide slope. So this was a learning experience for me, because it just goes to show that just because you're in that safe spot that you think is where you're okay, you're really not. You have to be really aware of what's going on and what the aircraft is doing. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making this two-part video. Our next video is going to be Cancun departure. We're heading up to Brownsville, Texas. So it's about an hour and 40-minute flight up to Brownsville for the night. And anyway, that should be up, I don't know, time-wise, maybe next week if I get some time to edit it. Obviously, I'm on hard days off right now with I haven't shaved in like 4 days, 5 days, so I got a lot of scruff, and you know, I'm actually at home getting a lot of editing done here on the laptop. So. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys again soon. Take care. Fly safe, everybody.